expectations for this trip?
Church.
Okay.
Oh, high expectations.
I wasn't prepared.
That's okay. It's not a script. Not everything is a stage.
All right, what are your expectations for the trip?
That that the food will be good.
That the food will be good?
Yeah.
All right, how much do you think you'll like it from 1 to 10?
Like a 7.
I like that answer. We'll come back to you after the trip.
What are your expectations going on to the monastery?
Coming home smelling like a swamp because I'm not allowed to wear shorts and there's gonna be like 90 all day.
Great answer. Good answer. So you want asceticism, basically.
What does that mean?
All right. Great. What are your expectations for this trip?
That it would be fun and I'll gain knowledge spiritually.
Okay. How much do you think you're really gonna like it? From 1 to 10.
Maybe a 7 or an 8.
7 or 8? Okay. Good answer. Thumbs up? Do you want us to leave you there? What are your expectations for this trip? Hot?
Yeah,
How much do you think you're gonna like it from 1 to 10?
8.5.
8.5. What are your expectations for this trip?
Just working and great plan.
Okay. How much do you think you're gonna like it? 1 out of 10.
Maybe an 8 or 7.
8 or 7. I love it. What are your expectations for going on this trip?
A lot of hard work.
A lot of hard work? How much do you think you'll like it? 1 out of 10.
7 maybe.
7? Okay. You know the drill. What are your expectations going on this trip?
A lot of praying and a lot of meditation.
Okay. How much do you think you'll like it?
8 out of 10 probably.
Okay.
It's gonna be fun.
Okay. What are your expectations going on this trip?
Sweating a lot and doing a lot of work.
Okay. How about holiness? Anything related to Jesus or God?
Praying a lot.
All right. What are your expectations going to the monastery?
Very nice and hot and there's a lake.
Okay, great.
Yes.
All right. Now that it's day 2, what's been your highlight so far on this trip?
The work in the kitchen.
The work in the kitchen. You like that?
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you want your mom to know that you like working in the kitchen?
Maybe not.
Good answer. Now that it's day 2, what's been the highlight so far of this trip?
Waking up early. And attending Ashaya.
Attending Ashaya? And you mean attending Tasbah in the morning and Ashaya at night? I love it. All right. You haven't been paid to say this, right?
No.
Okay, perfect. What's been the highlight of your trip so far? It's day 2, right?
Yeah.
What's been the highlight?
The highlight has been waking up early.
Just being with the monks, like seeing them serve, see how humble they were, like how much they loved you and cared for you, even though they don't even know you.
Yeah.
Like for example, a dog had wandered into the monastery and they took him and take care of him and cleaned him. It's just beautiful to see.
I love that. That's who we're supposed to be in the world. All right, what's one thing that you'll take away from this trip forever?
That you should always work on your humility. There's always somewhere to improve in your spiritual life.
I love it. John, you're the man. These are great answers. I had so much fun with it. What would be something that you would take away with you
Like the
from
group
this
that we
trip?
had.
The what?
The group that we had. This, like us. There was like 6, I think.
Yeah.
And
Like the people in your group?
yeah.
Oh, awesome. All right, Mr. Nathan. How would you rate this trip now that we're on the way back home?
I think it was probably like one of the best experiences I've had in a while.
Yeah? Why?
Just seeing the kindness of the monks and how willingly they were able to serve. I feel like if I was in that position without them, I would be like making the worst of it. But because of their kindness and because of their constant joy during service, like it helped me have a new perspective on things.
I love it. What's one takeaway? Or actually any and as many takeaways.
I think something that I learned a lot from this trip is service without benefit is okay.
Yeah, I love it. Anything else?
No.
Would you want to do this again?
Yeah.
100%?
Yep.
How often?
Every year, every month, as much as possible.
جورج حبيبنا. هاي. تدي الرحلة دي ايه من 1 ل 10؟
9 من 10.
9 من 10؟ ليه بقى؟
عشان الصحيان بدري يعني الساعة 4.
ده كان صعب بس صدقني كان صعب لينا كلنا. وايه تاني بقى؟ ايه الحاجات اللي عجبتك في الرحلة؟
هي عجبتني ان احنا متعزلين عن العالم، يعني انا عمري ما جربتها ان انا اتعزل عن العالم اسبوع كامل ومش عارفه اللي فيها.
من
يعني
غير اي
دماغي
تليفونات
فاضية.
ولا اي حاجة.
دماغي فاضية يعني. مفيش
طب
حاجة.
استفدت ايه بقى؟
ان انا اعرف يعني ازاي اصلي وازاي لو حصل لي حاجة اعرف اتعامل يعني وكده واساعد ربنا يساعدني فيها.
دي اجابات جميلة قوي. طب ايه الحاجة اللي انت هتاخدها معاك بقى؟ يمكن تكون ذكريات معينة او درس اخدته او حاجة زي كده.
هي كل حاجة يعني هي كلها درس، يعني مفيش درس معين.
Alright, now that we're on the way back home, how would you rate this trip from 1 to 10?
I'd rate it a 10
Awesome. Why did you love it?
because I got to collaborate with my friends, and also it was fun to actually know a monk's life and how and what do they do in the monastery.
So you loved learning about the monastic lifestyle?
Yes.
Alright, what is one takeaway from this trip?
I got to learn what it really means to have a spiritual life.
I love that. That's a great answer, man. You summed it up. Mr. Steven, how would you rate this trip now that you're on the way back home?
Like a 9 out of 10 or an 8.
Awesome. I'll take the 9 out of 10. Just be a little bit more generous. Alright, why did you love it?
It was just fun hanging out, and we didn't even do that much work as I expected.
Really? Would you want to do this again?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah? What's one takeaway?
Like what? Like something bad?
No, like one spiritual takeaway.
Probably how we all like grouped up into one and went on a talk.
Awesome. So you felt like you were brothers.
Yeah.
I love it. Thanks, Steven. Mr. Arsani,
Yes.
one of the older ones on this trip.
Yeah.
How would you rate this trip now that we're on our way home?
8.5.
Why 8.5?
Because I didn't like the waking up early, the standing
Okay.
up,
Okay. But what are the things that you loved?
the work at like the farm, and like the animals, and
Yeah.
the monks were nice.
The monks were nice.
Yeah.
Would you want to come here again?
Yeah, but not like later. not in the next 2-3 months.
Okay. But maybe 6 months from now?
Maybe.
So twice a year kind of thing?
Maybe if I have a long break in school.
Awesome. And what's one takeaway?
It's like you can like the escalator thing.
Yeah?
It's like your spiritual life's like an escalator. That's always going down. So if you're not moving up, you're gonna keep going down.
I love it. So you can't stay still. You have to always move forward.
Yeah.
I love it. Thanks for saying.
My favorite thing about the trip was about working in the kitchen and helping out.
Awesome. Anything else you enjoyed? You had the mic a couple of times. You were able to sing along, right?
Yeah.
How did you like the monks?
The monks were nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm so glad you came with us.
Yeah.
All right, Jonathan. Now we're heading back. How would you rate this trip?
A 9 out of 10.
Why?
I didn't like waking up early.
So that's the only
Yeah.
negative?
But everything else was great.
What was your favorite part about this trip?
I don't know. It was fun overall.
All right, now that we are on our way home, how would you rate this trip?
9.8 out of 10
Why?
because the work was fun. Because when we were organizing the pantry,
You liked working in the kitchen?
yeah, everybody was doing the Macarena as they were working.
I love it. So you had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
What is one thing that you didn't think you would enjoy doing, but you ended up loving?
The kitchen.
The kitchen, working in the kitchen and serving others?
Yeah, the first day I didn't really like it because I was drying the dishes.
Uh-huh.
Then the next days I actually got to do stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah.
To rate this trip from 1 to 10, now that we're on the way back home, how would you rate it?
Either a 10 or a 9.
10 or a 9, I love it. What's one spiritual takeaway?
About the escalator down from heaven. So if you don't run up the escalator, then
Because the escalator is automatically going down.
yeah, you won't go anywhere.
Yeah, so you
And
gotta keep going
there's
up.
no middle.
Yeah,
But if you stop, you're gonna be going down. You're gonna be
Ah.
going closer to farther from heaven.
I love it. And why would you give it such a high rating?
Because it was nice and it was a good experience.
What was your
Seeing the
favorite
monks.
part?
It's either maybe the praises, like,
Yeah.
or the lunch.
I love it. Okay, so now that we are on our way back, how would you rate this trip?
9 out of 10.
All right, 9 out of 10. What was your favorite part?
Had to be working on the farm and the Vespers at night
Why?
because everyone was singing super loudly. It was a lot of fun.
I love it. Am I gonna see you during Tezbaha nights?
Every once in a while.
All right, I'll take it. Now, what was one spiritual takeaway that you received on this trip?
If you stop praying and stop going to church, the devil's gonna steal your crown. But if you keep on going, you can gain more and you can protect yourself and go to heaven.
I love it. Now we are on our way back.
Yeah.
How would you rate this trip?
I would rate it a 8.5.
Why?
Because it was I like serving in the kitchen and working, and then the food was really good. I did really like the food, and then I liked being disciplined of you have to wake up really early, and then yeah.
What's one spiritual takeaway that you got from here?
That going to heaven is going down an escalator, and if you stop, you'll just keep going down.
Yeah,
So you
going
have-
up,
Yeah.
downward escalator.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you have to keep going forward.
I love it.
My head hurt, my legs hurt,
Okay.
but the monks were really nice, so.
Okay. All right, Pierre. Now that we're on the way back home, how would you rate this trip?
10.
10?
Yeah.
What was your favorite part about it?
The food.
The food. What else?
The rooms, it was really nice, but I like the time that we get to spend just really close to each other.
Awesome.